to the scene of the crime. When I was in jail, I had a journal, still do. And every day I would write down what happened that day. And I would title it basically like a music. That if I seen somebody get punked, it would say shook ones. If I seen something happen, I would name it, you know. And so one day, and I'm not trying to be offensive to nobody, but one day, the thing was called It's Raining Men. Yes, the journal that day was called It's Raining Men. Now, so one day, so like I tell you, I'm in the building, right? When I walk, when they put me in the jail the first day, they bring me up, the warden, they try to gas me or tell me to sign into protective custody. May I not do that, Star? May I not play that situation? May pop and lay shine. So I tell the warden, I can't do that. Obviously, you don't know who Fat Joe is. I'm going to be humble, but I don't do protective custody. I got to be with the people, and whatever it is, it is. Not trying to be tough, nothing, but I'm definitely not signing in. Boom. So, just to give you a perspective, I'm really not scared of human beings, okay? But they take me up in this giant elevator. They go to walk me through the door. This is Fat Joe, famous, got money, walking through this door. Now behind the door, there's 2,000 guys doing pull-ups, jumping jacks, push-ups, Haitian guys, Aryan Nation white guys, Puerto Ricans, Cubans, whatever the fuck you name, they in it. So now, if I saw Fat Joe and I was just Joey walking through the door, he would have a problem immediately. Immediately, I would have to try to extort Fat Joe. We know he got the bag. This ain't even New York, this is Miami. I gotta press this guy immediately. So I'm thinking like them. So anyway, they open the door. This is like the movie jail. Everything is metal. Everything's metal. When I tell you, when I walked in there, they screamed so fucking loud. It felt like the dragon from Game of Thrones, but without the fire. It was 2,000 guys who saw Fat Joe the rapper walk through the door. Ah! Ah! I'm not gonna lie to you. It's different when you got a celebrity, somebody as famous as me, and another guy just walking in. When you got 2,000 inmates screaming at the top of their lungs at the same time, it's very intimidating. It's very intimidating. So as I'm walking, the correction officer, I'm following him, and we're going to the cell. They're showing me the cell. And I go in the cell. And I'm actually telling myself, walking, yo, Joe, don't fold. I never have to do that. I'm telling myself, Joe, don't fold. You the realest one in here. Whatever it is, if you got to fight 1,000 guys, don't fold. The last thing we want to hear after all the shit Fat Joe done talked his whole life is him getting played in this motherfucker. So don't fold, Joe Crack. But it's me against 2,000 guys. So it's only normal that I feel like overwhelmed. And get in there, long story short, I adapt quick. You really don't want to know that. You want to know that part of the story? So it's 2,000 inmates. There's 4 TVs, English, sports, and Spanish. There's only 4 tables. I don't know why they do this. There's 4 tables with 4 seats. So what is that? 16 seats for 2,000 inmates. Everybody else gotta have a plastic chair. I lost a lot of fans, a lot of people who liked me, because within 5 minutes I stepped down to the table and told the guy in the nicest table, you gotta get the fuck up. And so he's looking at me like, what? This is our table. I said, you gotta get up. This is my table. So now they looking at me, because now I ain't Fat Joe the rapper. They thought this shit was gonna be karaoke Wednesdays. So they looking at me with hatred. They're like, oh, he's on that type of time. He's on some shit. So, you know, it is what it is. I took the tape and had it for the whole time since. And make a long story short, I'm about to come home. I got 2 weeks to come home. Everything's good. Everything's easy street. Everybody's showing me love. Because I ain't gonna lie, I think I'm tough. But, you know, I could have got hurt too. And I'm not from Miami. Every jail in New York had 300 guys waiting for me. But this, they threw me a curveball, so I had to do this. So now I go in the hallway. I get called. I only got 2 weeks ago. I get called, and they say, your lawyer is here to see you. Now, if you in jail, the only way you can get a visit any day of the week if your lawyer comes see you. Not family, your lawyer. Dawn Florio, attorney at law. My sister flew into Miami. She came to visit me. She did it a bunch of times. So I get my shit going. I go to the hallway. I'm by myself in the hallway waiting for somebody to take me downstairs. When the elevator opens to take me downstairs, a transgender comes out with long hair, big, everything. They wind up calling her K. Michelle. This was K. Michelle in the jail. Now hear me out. I see K. Michelle first. Don't know why. She comes out and goes and whips her hair. Now I'm like, what the fuck? She immediately sees Fat Joe is not with this shit. He is not on that type of time. And so I immediately start praying. Dear God, Lord, Savior, please. Oh my God, God, I didn't have to see this. Why, God? I only got 2 more weeks. Please, God, this. Because if things was going on, it definitely wasn't going on in front of me or nothing like that. I almost made it through. Now, I'm standing there and I'm looking at the floor. She walks by, she sees I'm not on that type of time. But I mean, long hair, fat titties, fat ass. There you have it. Right? I don't know. So now, the door that I took, this door's closed. I'm the only one who's seen K. Michelle. The door where they have 2,000 men on the other side, Aryan Nation, Haitian Mafia, Puerto Rican gangsters, the door to have 2,000 men. It's closed. So now the CEO opens the door, K. Michelle walks in. The way these men screamed, ah! Ah! I never. Now, I told you when I walked through that door, it's impossible to intimidate me. They screamed so loud when I walked in for the first day.